Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Painting of the Week. I'm super excited. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Let me just get some stuff set here. I'm actually somewhat organized this week. Yay. I didn't send an email out to anybody, but I did print up some little signs, so yay, executive functioning. Okay. So say hi if you're tuning in. I'm going to start out by choosing the winners of last week's paintings, or this week's winners. But first things first, look at that beautiful coffee. Is that like perfect? That's perfect for me. Looks a little lighter on screen, but let's see. That's how I know. I gotta do a light check with my coffee color. Perfect. Okay. So I'm so excited. This is the entry of, these are the names of people who have joined me on Ko-fi. So if you're new to me, I do not yet. I just use some plain heavy cream, no sugar. So here we have all of the members of Ko-fi in here. And look at this. This is a bag from my my Oracle card decks, isn't it? So it's like, I wish you could feel it. It's like a kitty cat. Anyway, so I'm gonna do the paintings in order that they were created. I'm all distracted and excited. Distracted talking about coffee. Hold on one second. Okay. I feel like it's like my birthday morning or something. I don't know. It's funny. I'm giving them away and I'm excited. Okay. So this is the first one that we created last week. We're going to create a couple of paintings this week. If you would like to be entered into the drawing, just go to my link in my bio and become a Ko-fi subscriber. It's $1 a month or more, whatever, whatever works for you. And you get entered into the drawing every week. So I'm giving away both of these original paintings. They're on watercolor paper. I created them live here last week. But you also, every Wednesday, can get 50% off painted readings, gift certificates for painted readings, or custom artwork. So, yay. So the coupon code is on the Ko-fi thing. So anyway, I could drink an entire pot of coffee and then go right to sleep. Plus, I took a nap earlier anyway, so I probably won't sleep anyway. So let's do this. Yay. All right. So here are the names of all of the members. They're all in here. I cut them into little strips. We're up to 50 members. Thank you all so very, very much. I just feel so honored that you would choose to support me through Ko-fi. So here we go. First painting up is this one here. And the winner is, oh my gosh, if I can get my hand out of here. Blank. Oops. I think I have a couple blank ones in here. Just kidding. And the winner is, let's pull another blank one. Cassandra! Congratulations! You have won this original painting created by the group last week. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. This is I created a little winner's circle over here. So I want to somehow... Hey, Alicia. So what I'll do is yeah, this is going to be a good one. Hi. I was trying to be clever and it didn't work. Hold on. Wait, is that you? I don't know. It's yeah. Yeah. Why is it not sticking? What the hell? Hey, how's it going? What is that tape? Does not like. Anyway, it could fall off, but ta-da! So congratulations. All right, so let's draw the one for Alice. How you doing today, Wicked Witch? All right, so here's a closer look at Alice with the Cheshire Kitten. Yeah, there's only one Cassandra, because I'll put a one or two or a last initial or something next to it if there's another. So yeah, well, congratulations. So here's Alice with the Cheshire family. Yeah, let's see who gets this one. Oh, but seriously. The dogs won. Yay. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's where Alice is going. And let me put a little tape on that and we'll put those up there. I don't know if they're here. Yeah. So if anybody is really attached, we were looking at the prints, and actually the Alice looks great on a tote bag. We were playing with that during the last live. But there are prints available of both of these if anybody wants them. I'm going to try to leave those there for the duration, so as people pop in, you can see. Yeah. Well, congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much to everyone who has shown your support as a member on Ko-fi. So there's a link in my bio if you want to become a supporter. And during the live, all the supporters, just as a reminder, if you are a supporter, you can, or a member or whatever you want to call it, you can get 50% off your painted reading during the live. And probably like an hour after, or as long as they last, because there's only a few. Hello, Mini Driver. How are you? Are you hanging in there? I was just thinking of you, Wicked Witch, because you said something about a portrait, and I want to know more about that, so I'm going to have to ask you. Aw, I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, and I think you just signed up the other day, too, so that was fast. Way to manifest. That was a good job. All right. So, those of you who've been here before know how this works. I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Think about, let's kind of set the intention for receiving inspiration and insights for what we need for the week. And then when you're ready, choose a number between 1 and 36. I found the 1, by the way. Yeah, portrait. You said something about the portrait the other day, and I was, yeah. So anyway. Did you win that was the week you signed up too, right, Lexi? Yeah, that's cool. All right, so we've got 7 and 22 and 5 and 17, 8. Oh, the painted reading. Okay. I love it when you make. Okay, so 31. And just if you're new and I haven't said it out loud, 1 per person. Got your 14 there. Thanks for using again. Okay, I think I have everybody. Let's see. And if I don't get you this time around, I'll get you on the next one. 7, 22, 5, 8, 12, 14. You always know the green ones, huh? That's awesome. All right. So, and away we go. Good evening to you. So this is the weekly intuitive painting session. It's like an energy reading for the collective using art. So I'm going to create a couple paintings and analyze the symbolism, whatever comes up in them, and we'll get some inspiration for the week ahead. And then I just drew the winners, so I give away the originals the following week. So last week's paintings were those two, and I just drew the names of the winners for that. So that was pretty exciting. He's a snail. Well, howdy from Cali. Yep. Running low on 8. I gotta restock that one. Boop. Yeah. Now that looks like a mushroom. A snail and a mushroom. Where did I put my plastic? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I like that. I like the colors you all picked. Ooh, what's going on here? I suppose that's how I would feel too if I kind of stumbled across this. So I'm doing an intuitive painting session. It's like a energy reading using art. I'm gonna create a couple of paintings just like those, and we're gonna get some messages for the week ahead. And then the original painting is given away with love to supporters of my Ko-fi. And so if anybody wants a private reading, they're 50% off for members today. So you get a 9x12 one. This is a 4x6 here. The full size is a 9x12. Alien. All right. So I'm going to take some of these layers off. I was just going to say this one felt really contained, and then all of a sudden, just as I was thinking that, it went off the side. So we'll take a look at that later. So I usually just kind of noticing things as I'm creating, and it does feel kind of psychedelic. It's interesting. And then I analyze it at the end, so suspending judgment and the need to make meaning is tricky for me, but it's a good practice. This one's going off the top too, so it feels like we're venturing into the non-physical realm a little bit this week. I see that face too. Yeah, it looks like a nose and a chin. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I'm tearing these too small. It's funny. So I don't know if there's someone connected to someone in the non-physical, but that was like used a lot of tools, but I just got the biggest like dad joke vibe about oh, you cut twice, or you cut twice and measured once, or something. Ha 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 ha. Something. And that was from the non-physical, somebody who's passed on. And it wasn't associated with me, it was someone else. So just thought I'd pass that along. There's a green bee. Queen bee, green bee. That is a fun start. Let's see. Oh, I see another face right here. So it's interesting, like here's a nose kind of coming up and a chin, and then there's another face right here. That feels really strong with like blue hair. Blue dragon, bullfrog. Oh, I can feel frog with that, yeah. There's a lot of kind of this dragon, serpent kind of thing. There's one here and here. But this face is really in the pale blue. Oh, yeah, there's like another little dragon right here. Or horses, yeah. Oh, the butterfly. Yeah. Okay. And dragons down there. Yep. So I just want to get a... Purple mouse. Aw. Earth and sea, yeah. The quest for the right paintbrush is on. All my rings. So these two came from a pawn shop. My son bought them when we were visiting a pawn shop in Florida. And then this one came from a bunch of silver I invested in, silver jewelry. And then this one my son gave me for my birthday. This feels intense. Yeah, I do have a good son. Well, I do have a degree in art therapy. Art is very therapeutic. It's saved me many, many times. Yeah. Hey, Judith. Oh, yeah. Kind of have that, like, tight hair do kind of thing, yeah. It's, I think I could call everything that I paint voices in my head. Let's see, I think I want to take this, light blue for her eyes. Let's see. Let's see what happens with that. I was thinking about making it the eye color, and then I decided, no, let's... Yeah, that's a 17. Was that the one you picked? Nice. I love that number. Oh, yeah, your butterfly. Huh. Julie Andrews, huh? She's got a very intense gaze. She's serious. Mm-hmm. Definitely deep in thought. Did you see that too? And it's funny too because it was kind of accidental because I was trying to make an ear. I was like, no. So now this is really starting to look like a dragon right here. I need a dragon reference. And where at first I thought it was just the purple, but I feel like it's like purple and red. Hey, Margaret. Yeah, I love dragons too. Your dragon was really cool. Your dragon that you made. Let's see what kind of dragon I want. I feel like it's like the dragon's like somewhat docile, like it's kind of chilling. It's got its head down, but still it's somewhat lizardy. It's kind of a lizardy dragon. But all I know right now is like that's an eye right there. Yeah, the dragon is a green eye, right? Yes. Definitely lots of faces. I'm going to start with the eye, and then I guess I'll figure out the rest of the head after that. in some of this green. I love that green. It's kind of a horse-shaped dragon, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at this thing. Maybe it is kind of like a unicorn. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe these are like spikes. You see a heart? Over here. Yeah, it's like a seahorse dragon, yeah. This paintbrush is challenging me. I love seahorses, yeah. I agree. They are very dragon-like. Yeah, there's a couple butterflies. One here and one there. I'll get to them in a second. Mm-hmm. A man screaming. Interesting. It's kind of dinosaur-like. This blue butterfly definitely feels not just like a butterfly, but connected to the thyroid. It looks like the gland. Yeah, I love all these colors up there. Isn't that pretty? I love how that works. And a tie-dye effect or whatever. I feel like that dragon may be her alter ego, or part of, or maybe the human is the alter ego. But I feel like they're the same being. Possibly another one down here. Be interesting to see what this is. Is that what you're saying? This one? Is this the green dress that you're saying? Or are you talking about down here more? This is actually starting to look like a gemstone to me. At first I thought it was going to be a dragon's head. But now I'm thinking it might be like an emerald or something. Oh, like balance scales. That's interesting. Elephant. I love elephants. It looks like a cut emerald or like a crystal. Like, let's see. It feels, it's got kind of a, like a diamond cut, whatever I don't know. I don't know what the words are for it, but, you know, like this. And like, is that an emerald cut? Is that what it's called? That's funny. So when I was in high school and I went to prom, I didn't really go to prom. We just got dressed up and smoked weed in the car all night. But I had this awesome dress, and it was like emerald green. It was so mermaidy, and it was fantastic. And it had these little ankle boots, and I looked pretty awesome. But it was so green, so green. I feel like it's got like some maybe like wispy smoke coming off of it or something. It is. It was a good prom. I think it was prom. It was one of those. I like that there's a little green. The green and pink combo makes me think of like heart energy. Yeah, we passed out in the car in this parking lot of like it was like a recreation center or something, and I guess when they closed the place down, they locked the parking lot with like a fenced in thing, and so we woke up at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And we're like, oh my god, I need to get home, and we couldn't get out of the parking lot because the fence was locked. We were like locked into this parking lot, and there was a payphone there. So I called my dad, and to this day, my dad still does not believe me that we were locked into the parking lot of the Schwaben Center. He doesn't buy it. He still doesn't buy it. That's what I was thinking. It was Triceratops. You're right. It does. It takes a while to build up these shapes. I've noticed that before when I've done like crystals or cut gems. You can't rush it. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me if I want to kind of build up the whatever. And I'm like, what are y'all laughing at? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I just told you some ridiculous shit from my past. That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna add some emerald and just deepen this a little bit, I think. And this is what I mean when I say if it comes into my head, it comes out my mouth. It's just, I found the right vocation. Because that's what I do that anyway. My constantly running mouth serves a purpose in of the divine. Serves a divine purpose to be kind of a conduit for spirit to get through. But there's a bunch of other crap that comes through too. Baby's face, nice. I don't really see the face I saw on the left. A little bit, but not as much as I did before. Yeah, you get it, Wicked Witch. I know you do. Thanks, Allison. I love to sit and... I'm going to use that blue a little bit. That's a fun thing, like when you meet someone new and you get to tell each other all the crazy stories of your life. It's fun. Did you? Oh, good. I'm glad that you feel comfortable with your therapist enough to do that. Oh, it is like the Celestial Child card. That was actually from a reading. I wonder if they're here. Is Anne here watching? I'm looking for you. And yeah, and once you tell a story to kids, they will define you by it forever. Oh, is there an angel down there? Nice. I know. You know, whenever I talk to people who I think are not, you know, who would define my views as woo woo or whatever, um, I'm like apologetic, or I don't know. It sucks, and I hear it when I'm saying it, and something I'm working on. I used to do it big time. I don't do it as much anymore, but I still hear it every once in a while. I like dismissive and like, oh, this is silly, but you know. Yeah, I suppose, especially if you're talking to a therapist, you're kind of like, I really am sane. I just always remind them I'm on medical assistance, and then they're like, "Oh, we can only bill you for a week anyway." So, cattails. I love cattails. Now I just heard the Dragon Tales theme song in my head. Oh my gosh. Layers. Oh my god, this thing just wants to be. I'm like, no, I don't want to paint over that again. I just did it. But that's great. Chloe Ravioli. That is a fantastic name. Thank you for pointing that out, Malls to the Wall. And I like your name too. Sorry. I was thinking a while back about changing my username because it reads like Linda Pants, but I'm really okay with that now. I actually have a friend who wasn't on TikTok before, and her name is Linda also. And so she deliberately chose the name Linda Pants, which is just fantastic. All right, I think we're almost done with this freaking thing. This is why they're so expensive. They're a pain in the ass to paint. Okay. Good. feel like I want to take that pink. What color was that? 12? The dragon dinosaur thing reminds me of an anteater, or like maybe it's a relative of Alf or something. Its nose. Thank you. Well, you deserve a cool therapist, Wicked Witch, because, yeah. You deserve someone who's going to be as helpful as you are to others. Aww. Don't worry, lady. I'm going to do another one in a little bit. This one's almost gone. Almost done. Gone. I don't know why I said it like that. I have this. It's the, I don't know, fibrobrain or whatever that I think a word and a different word comes out of my mouth. Like, no. It's kind of funny sometimes. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I was a little frazzled before I started because my son's dad called, and I haven't talked to him forever, and he called to wish my son a happy birthday, but he had the date wrong. So it was weird. It was a very odd conversation, and yep. I like this pink. Yeah. So talk about brain fog, right? He was definitely having some brain fog. I don't know. What is this right here? I feel like there's some kind of cool thing happening in the throat chakra. I'm not sure, but just do one of these right there. Yeah, my days are like that too. I never know what I'm gonna get. Oh. Sometimes you just gotta take a nap. Yeah, so these are just, I get really kind of inexpensive brushes because I'm pretty rough on them. So I just get these things. They're just little like cheap craft brushes. I don't know. Every once in a while I find, well, I get these packs and then I like the little ones in them, but these aren't the same as what I usually use. I'm really struggling with this a little bit. What I really like are these, but I think it's like a I don't know. I can't read the number because there's so much paint on it. But I trash them and then I need new ones. So I've got an entire thing. These are pretty cool though too. I like these. These are kind of like, these are made by the same company that makes this craft paint. This one's nice, but it's worn out. You see a hand under the gem. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff going on here that's kind of meant to be one of those things like what do you find, like it's going to be individual. Sometimes I like to leave things undefined, and that's what it feels like here. It's like some of these things are meant to be undefined. What's neat is like so when you get a private reading, I feel like there's another little thing down there, but I'm not going to do it. You'll see something new in the painting over time too, which is nice. This blue right here feels like an elephant. I don't know why. It doesn't look like an elephant, but it feels like one. Blue thumb. Oh, okay. Yeah, and even with the good paintbrushes, I end up trashing them anyway, so. Okay, I think this one's done. I do see a lot down here too. I actually see like a female centaur down here or something. All right, so I'm going to do the interpretation of it, and then let's see. I was like, how did I get all twisted up here? All right. So just a reminder, if you want to enter to win this painting. I'll be giving away this original and next week. So you just become a member on my Ko-fi platform. And here's the winners from last week. Cassandra. So, okay, get this. I have to transition my brain into making words. All right. And move some of this stuff out of the way. So if you are new to me, this is what I do. I translate energy into images, and then I translate the image into words for insight and guidance. Yeah. And so I'm going to take a look at this one, and I'm going to do a reading just like I would if you booked a session with me. It's a much larger painting and not quite as detailed because I paint it from start to finish in 1 hour. This one, I think I've been painting on it for a little over an hour, and it's much smaller. That's why it's more detailed. But anyway, I read them the same way. I look at the whole thing, and then I look at left and right, top and bottom, what all the symbolism means, things like that. And then relate it to whatever question you have. So what if it's like life purpose, or I'm really good with life purpose and vocation, spiritual journey, that kind of thing. I will do like relationships and stuff like that too. I'm not a medium, but sometimes, stuff will come through from non-physical because that's what I'm tuning into. I'm tuning into your higher self and channeling that into a painting. So this one is the collective channeled into a painting. And the first thing I want to point out, I look at the white space around here as like the non-physical realm, and then what's inside represents the material. And right up here, it went off the page over here, but at first it went off the page over here, and then it went off the page over here. And I tend to think of that as like, I guess we call it like piercing the veil or something, like connecting with the non-physical. So I'm looking at this one, and this line, if we put a line right here, I don't want to tip that because I got, we'll just go like that, and then everything's good. So if I put a line right here, that represents the top half is what we're aware of, and the bottom half would be like subconscious or what we're not aware of, or sometimes it's a timeline where this is coming into our awareness. So what's interesting about this part is it's almost all of it is under this line of awareness. So we're not really aware that we really are connecting externally. So this is the external side. We're connecting externally with the non-physical realm. What we are aware of is kind of this overall connection with the non-physical realm, just in general. But I think it's pretty like logical because it's right here where this like crown energy is. So I think it's like our typical experience of connecting with the non-physical. We all know we have some level of intuition, that kind of thing. But what's coming up this week is a connection, a different type of connection that's going to come through our external experience, like through other people. Maybe it could be like other people answering questions we've been holding in our minds that we never really spoke out loud, or like for me today, I mentioned I got a strange phone call from my ex who I haven't talked to in years. He owes me a whole lot of child support, and it was a kind of a roundabout answer to a question that I was wondering, like, had they been pursuing him? And then I found out that they had. So it was like that, like where you'll have a question, something else. That's what it feels like. It'll feel like it'll come to you externally, but it's coming from the non-physical. This is the typical, but it feels like, we're very much connected on both sides, internally and externally. So talking again about that kind of left-right, it feels like this yellow, this golden, that feels like connected to our personal power, our personal identity, that kind of thing. That's internal. And we've got this blue butterfly on the internal side, like our throat, like our throat energy center, like our personal expression and what we're expressing. And I love that it's got this little rainbow here. It's kind of like all encompassing energy, that it's kind of, I don't know, it almost feels like it's going toward a horizon of self-discovery. So it feels like there's a connection between expressing ourselves and self-discovery, which that makes perfect sense. The more that we express ourselves honestly and authentically, the more we really get in tune with our true self. Externally, though, so this would be internally. This is what's happening in our thoughts or in emotions, and it's kind of the non-linear creative side. Very thoughtful, very pensive. Here, it's more this magical dragon fantasy kind of thing. That's how we're showing up, is more of this kind of alter ego where maybe expressing our, feels like quiet power. But look at all the different colors. All these colors here that we're kind of discovering through our creative expression are showing up almost as, it feels a little bit aggressive, but it's more protective or offensive. So just be aware of that, like how we're showing up. But it's a nice thing. I want to say assertive maybe instead of offensive, but yeah, so we have pensive and offensive. But asserting our power, it feels like asserting some of that magic and some of our natural abilities out in the external experience. But this is all stuff that we're kind of already aware of. So I'm probably not telling you anything new. And I like that the curls, but it feels like holding stuff like kind of close in. I think there's a parallel between like the tight curls or I can't remember which, finger curls or whatever, but wearing it close to the skin, keeping our energy close to the surface. And there's kind of like this parallel between that hairstyle and like these little spikes that come out. So there's like a protective stance in some way. So down here, I'm going to just see. Emerald is like love, hope, truth in my interpretation. Is that similar to how you would say it? Let's see. So I think when I see emeralds, I think of the crystal beryl. Emerald is very healing and connects to the heart. So yeah, definitely love, hope, and truth would be absolutely fitting. I'm also looking at this one because it's cut. It's like faceted, and I think it represents our multifaceted being. You know, we're so multifaceted. There are so many aspects of self, and they often reflect the different things around us. But this one also kind of radiates this pink from within. So it's kind of this coming together, and these little, so yeah, like the equidistant crosses, these little plus signs, they tend to represent integration, right? So two opposing things coming together, these two parts of personality, the kind of like introspective and then the protective. I don't know why I'm wanting to rhyme words. That's just me. Coming together into one, kind of fusing, but still very dynamic and multifaceted. This red is really interesting. It creates contrast with the green, but it also feels like it's representing that kind of that passion for life, that zest, that life blood, life force. I don't know why the sacrament of communion is popping into my head, kind of like it took me 30 years to realize that what Jesus was saying when he was like, here, to drink my blood. He was basically saying, I give you all of me, my whole life force. And I never realized that. I didn't know that culturally was how they understood blood. And that's what I'm feeling with this, is like it's like the essence, the essence of who you are in your passions and like passion for life. That's what this feels like here. And it's like almost like it's wiped on the nose of the dragon. Like, okay, I'm not messing around anymore. I'm showing up. And that's what the kind of this transformation too with the butterflies, like coming out of the chrysalis, and I'm ready to fly. So that's coming up. That's below this surface here. And so one of the things I want to say with this one is, as this is going on, if you feel that this is if it's resonating with you, it may be a little bit intense. So keep in mind that you are deeply connected. And I'm seeing all kinds of faces and all kinds of things. And I think that's why this was left very open. You'll be able to see this image and sit with it too. So I highly recommend, if it resonates, if you're like feeling a connection, to sit with it, because there's something here for you. Owls, and there's all kinds of wisdom and things like that and help coming from the 9 physical realm. Even a kind of a weird little clown. So there's lots of fun as we kind of embrace that, our heart and our desire. Yeah. And root. Yep. Down at the root, that survival. That's just like life force. Yeah. Whoo. So that's that one. Yeah. And I do feel like there's a little bit of like a face here, but not, if you see a face here, then consider that a lot of this is like where things are showing up in the different aspects of the mind. It feels like there could be some emotional stuff. That deep blue too feels like our intuition and things like that. Oh yeah. Yes, love can be so multidimensional. You're right. Yeah. Good point. Good point. All right. Are you ready to start another one? All right. I'm going to do the second one, but I want to drink some coffee and I need to stretch for a second. Now's a really good time if anybody has questions about the 50% off reading or readings in general, or how to sign up for Ko-fi if you want to be entered in to win this original. I'll get... You're already picking numbers. I'm not ready yet. It's very woo-woo, isn't it? I need to stand up and stretch my legs quick. I forget to do that, you know? That's not good to sit that long. Okay. I don't know. Where is Lulu? I think she might be... I think she might be downstairs. Yeah, I got a cup of tea. Hey, thanks for using the Q&A thing. That helps. All right. I really am just in love with that yellow face, the very buttery or something. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, ginger. I love ginger. Oh, are you drinking ginger tea? What's up with that? It's kind of like honey, ginger. It's funny. Yeah, if you want to put your number in the Q&A thing, that would be cool. You can pick a... I've grown ginger, and I got this, when I was growing it, a big stalk of green. Like, obviously I had more bulbs or whatever come off of it, but it also grows this really beautiful tall green stalk, and it's lovely. It's a wonderful plant. I just took down my little hydroponic system that I had outside. It didn't do very well. It was an experiment, and I learned. I learned. I didn't have any vegetables, but I learned. What I learned mostly was that I would prefer to grow in soil. That's what I learned. And so I need to find some soil. I love ginger, Yep. I make a kimchi-inspired cucumber salad with lots of fresh ginger and garlic and peppers and spices. Yum! Makes me happy. All right. Let's see. I think we maybe do it like this. Ooh, ginger nut biscuits. Is that like a ginger snap cookie? When you say biscuit, you mean like, does that translate to cookie in Wisconsin? Did you just make that, really? That's funny. We're all so connected. I love it. My favorite cookie is Snickerdoodle. Okay, I'm not a big I do like chocolate chips and things once in a while, but yeah. All right, let's see what numbers we've got here. Wonderful. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them up and put them on the thing. That way with the duplicates, I'll still just like use it again if it comes up again. How's that? Ooh. I want so badly to like seaweed, and I just don't. I wish I did. Peanut butter cookie. You know what's really good is a peanut butter cookie with a Hershey's Kiss in the middle. I know, seaweed's so good, but I don't know. It tastes like fishy water to me. I don't know. 14's a popular one. It's the same color as the face in the last one. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm supposed to, because I have Hashimoto's, so I'm supposed to eat seaweed, but it's gross. I don't like it. I like this gray in here. I do like coconut. So I just have like a daily greens. I think it's got the seaweed stuff in there. And I don't even mix it with the right amount of stuff because it's gross. I do like a shot of it. All right, I think I got everybody. You don't want to ruin your spaghetti like that. Just grind it up and like do a shot glass full of it. I love Futurama. Fig Newtons are yummy. They're so good. it's like a old person cookie, isn't it? But they're so delicious. That's like a horrible thing to say. Just whatever. Robot with bananas on his head. Yay. Okay, these are great colors. All right, let's get a little closer. Looks like a hand holding something right there. Feels like it's getting out of control. That's what it felt like. Smush. Do you do that, Becky, when you do your smush paintings now? Do you just give it a big old black? I'm glad you're here. I love hanging out with you too. Aw. You need to smack to steal the deal, right? Yep. You're 5. That's cute. Ooh. Mm-hmm. These are great colors. Holy cow. It's so weird because at first I was thinking, oh, I think the whole thing's gonna be an owl. Like this was gonna be the little feet or whatever, talons. And then now I'm seeing an owl right here with like a moon. Chocolate bunny melted. Dang it, now I want bunny ears. I didn't eat dinner before I started because I knew that if I did, I'd be sleepy. You know, like gonna have me digging for like chocolate chips or something when I'm done here. Oh yeah, I can see it as underwater. I was seeing it as like trees though, like that dark blue is branches back there, and these are branches in here. I'm prone to trees though. Yeah, they are. Owls are nocturnal. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, dragons. Ooh, is this the dragon head right here? Like that's the eye right here, and then the nose coming down. This one actually feels like more like an elk or something, like it's got horns. Yeah, they do sit on trees. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it was sitting in there. Bunch of people under a big tree. Oh, that's cool. A horse. I was seeing like a profile of a person over there too. Now I'm seeing, I'm seeing that like a deer or something. I was seeing something jump into. It's like a rocking horse over here. Stone stairs. Oh, I love everything that you're seeing. Yeah, it's got that kind of reindeer vibe for me too. Oh, frogs with pink shoes on. I love that. Oh, that's sweet. Centaurs and golden. I love that golden light though. I can't unsee the deer, so that's what I'm making. I feel like there are big horns though, or antlers. Horns. What's a reindeer look like? Yeah, reindeer have some big antlers, right? Oh, I like the bird idea too. Yep, paint what. Start with what you're drawn to. Alright, well, I know that there's an eye right there. I'll figure out the rest. Do I want to do it with brown? I think so. I like that brown. It's just this eye. It's interesting because it's similar to, hold on, I need a different paintbrush. And it's not the one I was looking at. I was gonna say, it's interesting because it was similar to how I saw the dragon eye first. I'm looking for a reference photo and they're all fake. I don't want a fake deer. I want to see a real one so I can see what their eyes look like. No, all right. Excuse me. Yeah, eyes are the windows to the soul. That's right. Thanks for sending likes. Unicorn. Where's the unicorn? Oh, is that the unicorn right there in yellow? I see that. With the blue body and then it's got like that. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so the music is it's a hang drum by Alex Dav. I think it's Dave or Dav. Oops, that's a little bit. knew what you meant when you said Bambi. Bamboo. It's Bambi. What was that number? I think it was 23. Oh, good. That's cool. I know, now that I looked at all those different prints, now I want to get myself some new shirts. You can order. This print will be available. You could have this on a shirt if you want. I know, it's so much fun to see it and like realize that, oh yeah, somebody's gonna win this next week, tomorrow. Yep, who's it gonna be? Don't say, you never know, you never know. You could. This one feels very simple and peaceful. I really like it. Relaxed little Bambi. It's got a fall vibe, but um, spring colors. Momo. That's cute. Oh, yeah. If you win, do you want me to... It'll take me a while to send it anyway. Oh, I was going to say, do you want me to hold on to it? But I'm like, probably won't send it till you get back anyway. Okay, I think it's done. This one's really simple. I don't know why. It's just really peaceful. It's interesting how that now looks almost like a shadow. I feel like there's something else in here, but I just don't. No, it's kind of just peaceful. I was thinking this funny because I was thinking earlier today about how a lot of words that I like start with the letter P. Like peace and prosperity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, well, let's do the reading on this one. Was it 9? I might actually... I always shoot for about 2.5 hours, and I usually go way over, so I might actually make it this time. I kind of want to just go a little bit more. A little more definition. There we go. That's good. All right. Aw, sweet. Did you have a pic of Bambi in your room? Aw. It's just so, like, simple, and it's funny because I think it's my analytical brain is going like, no, there must be more. But that's exactly what I've asked for, is to just have peace. And I think coming after this one where it's like, okay, this is really intense energy, then it's like, all right. Oh, you do? That's so cute. Okay. So let's look at it the same way we looked at the other one. I'll look at left and right first. I'll tip this a little bit so I can... All right, so if we look at the left and right, and the left side representing the internal experience and the right side being the external, our heads are still in the internal experience, so it makes sense. The mental faculties. I also see like a nose and a mouth, chin, kind of head, like a human head over here. And what's interesting is the nose is going off the page into the non-physical realm. And when I think of nose, I think of sensitivity, because that's like our nose picks up things. It's when first indication when we're sensitive to a smell or a pollen or something like that. So our sensitivity, we're like extra sensitive to the non-physical realm over here. Very much like a deer. I think a deer is a great symbol for... they're just hyper aware. They're super hyper aware, but this deer is just chilling, so that's great. So that means that it feels very safe. So it's feeling really safe. The thing is, because it's on the lower half, we're not aware of it. We're not aware of our safety, and so that's something, I think, a message to kind of... I don't like that. It made it look like it was in a crosshairs, but I think that we may not be fully aware that we are indeed actually safe. And if we can kind of get grounded, like literally sit or lay down on the earth, I think we can feel that sense of safety and security. But that's what's happening over here. On the external side, that's where its body is. That's where its butt is. So it's like planting ourselves. It's touching still a little bit where this one was too. It's just a tiny bit over there. What's really interesting now looking at the two of them together, hold on, both have the rainbow edge but on the opposite side. Oh, nice. Because I was thinking about that, how the colors, let me zoom out a little bit. All right, let's see. Okay. So, yeah, it is almost opposite. So it's almost like it flipped. So what's happening in the beginning part of the week, internally becomes external. And that red and that pink, I feel like is now soothed. that passion. So where this kind of assertive dragon is just kind of like this growing branch. So it's branching out, it's growing, there's growth. That yellow though, that's the color of the week, I'd say, is that beautiful gold. And I wanted to look at the name of that. I think it's called King's Gold. So I feel like recognizing our I don't know, that we deserve to feel good. We deserve happiness, that we're worthy of it, that kind of thing. I love that it's kind of got this, I don't know, it's got this kind of back and forth here. They do look very similar. We've got some similar things happening there. I think too, they're all kind of a continuation. Yeah. I'm just reading comments real quick. Pull first up a bit. Which one? Oh yeah, they're definitely all connected for sure. I think the green that was in last week's paintings, right? There was a lot of green, especially in this one, is carried through and kind of solidified. So it was like this mist, but it's kind of, and that could feel like pressure because, that's kind of what happens with crystals and things like that. It's temperature and pressure that creates that. And it makes sense too with the dragon. So it's kind of taken that wonder, this childlike wonder, that's kind of where we're leaving off this past week. And there's also some of that pink from like the Cheshire, that's also kind of become like a little crystal. It feels in the throat here, and so it's connected there. Right, so that's what's happening with the green, and then moving from these to here. And it's interesting too, if you look at the red in that one coming through, was kind of a serpent thing also. Here it kind of just eases up, but we've got kind of the same colors as Alice and her dress and that kind of thing, and just that softness. That's funny because they're like an echo. Aw, you have a Cheshire cat? That's awesome. Yeah, it does. It's like this stuff right in here is very similar to this right in there. And it feels like it was kind of condensed and like fused into this crystal. And I think there's partly is acknowledging and expressing and kind of being assertive with our energy, and our needs and our identity and those kinds of things can lead us kind of to the pasture where we feel safe. I lay myself out in green pastures, but there's like pink and yellow ones. All right, I'm going to pull a card around it. Let's see where to put my cards. Right there. So we'll do the Sacred Journey deck. And one for the whole. Okay. So this first one is saying, don't be discouraged if you find yourself back at start. The seeds you've sown now bear fruit, and you're entering a paradise of self-discovery. And that's what I was feeling like. It is about the self. It's about the many facets of self, asserting the self. And in expressing the self, then you have even more self-discovery. So not to fear. And look at that trail of passion, that life force. That's what's going through there. You know, you can't shuffle like that. I just assumed everybody shuffles like that. So this one, oh, look at all the little flowery things. It's very similar. So this says, rejoice in the now, celebrate the pages you've written, for they've become your wings. But true freedom is found in contentment. So breathe in the fragrant blossoming. Before entering the next chapter, inhalation is inspiration and always precedes expression. So whereas this one was talking about like express yourself, but that's all that internal work. Still doing the internal work, but this one's all about contentment and rest, safety. All right, and then so for the whole week, I was feeling this one here. I totally thought this was the card was going to come up with that one. That's interesting. Protection, you're safe. Because remember, that's what I was saying. Like, deer are hyper aware. So they're going to twitch and indicate danger at the slightest indication, right? But it's sitting and it's relaxing. So it's a safety thing. Like, it's just a reminder. You are safe. Like the attentive gaze of a mother, divine light shines upon you. And it's interesting because it incorporates the green. It's got the yellow light right in the center, which is with all of those. I think we're going to have a nice week ahead of us. What do you think? So I'm open to any questions if anybody has anything popping up. If you want to see anything closer, or you have something specific you want to ask about, I can look at the paintings a little closer. Does that resonate? I'm so happy to hear that. Good. Yeah, it feels like it's good. I feel like there's, like, I don't know, like finally the little deer can go out and chill for a little bit. Instead of being on a high alert constantly. Yeah. I love the little like budding thing. That's what I was saying. It has kind of like restful fall vibes, but it's like spring, like new beginning. Also, isn't that interesting? Thank God, right? I know. When I know, like from my own personal experience, like my son finally books his flight home. Like I can breathe a little bit, like knowing the exact date that he'll be back, or, you know, things have there are a few things that were up in the air for me that I've got answers to or clarity about. So I can feel that coming too. So yeah. I think it's just giving ourselves permission. I have to kind of acknowledge those things too and say like, oh yeah, I do have reason to feel safe and secure and grounded. Yeah. And being able to rest. That's just huge. I don't know. It's like, I think part of the reason that I developed the autoimmune disorder thing is because I just didn't allow myself to rest for so long. Yeah. Is Mercury going direct? That's good. I don't know, but deer eats deer ears. Oh yeah, the deer ears do echo the wings, don't they? That's cute. And then, yeah, we've got kind of this winged. What I love about butterflies too, and this particular, what's interesting is this fairy has 4 parts to their wings, and I feel like that number 4 is a nice indication that there's some balance, that things are gonna, I was feeling that too, especially in this one where all 4 quadrants were really represented strongly. Yeah. I like this purple down in here. It's kind of like that little touch of purple there. And we've got the same effect with like the white outlining. That might just be me though. Goes direct on Monday. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like a little bit more, I don't want to say like in control, or I don't know. Or like life, like my emotions are a little more manageable or something. I don't know. It's interesting how this one really ties these all together. And if you look at that one, had the sun kind of coming up behind the trees, kind of leading to what we're seeing. That's good. Wow. All right. One last look at these. And congratulations to our winners this week. And if anybody wants to enter the drawing to potentially receive one of these originals, there's a link in my bio. And it's $1 a month to be a Ko-fi member. Oh, and then the painted readings. I don't know if you could see this too. 50% off painted readings. So on Wednesdays, if you want to book a session and have a painting created just for you, or you want to get a gift certificate for somebody else, or you just want a painting, there's now an option where you don't have to like attend a Zoom session. You could just pick the colors. It doesn't come with a reading, but you get a painting made. So that's available too. And they're all 50% off. There's a discount code on my Ko-fi page. So it's $1 to become a Ko-fi member, and then you can save somewhere, between like $50 and $100 or so on your readings. So it's kind of nice. Yeah. And yeah, I'm so excited to send you your painting. So look for a message from me to get your address, okay? It'll be on Ko-fi if you have it set up to receive messages there. Otherwise, it'll be an email. All right. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out. It was I love Wednesdays. I love them. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to, send me a message or comment if you have questions about readings or anything like that. I'm happy to answer them. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.